And on this episode of the Simply Brilliant Show, I'm coming to you live from the Nizuc Spa and Resort in Cancun, Mexico. As you can tell, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's been a fantastic stay. I've been traveling an awful lot recently. Did about a week in California, got home at midnight. The next morning left for the airport 5 a.m. with my wife, Sabrina, to come here to the Nizuc. And today I want to talk a little bit about hospitality and gratitude and recharging. So this is a fantastic spot. I'm going to show you around, move the camera around in a little bit. But first, let me just say, I think as an entrepreneur, we all run really ragged lives and we run around, and my wife is incredibly successful and incredibly busy. And sometimes life can just, continue and you don't pause and you don't refresh. And you also don't take time to appreciate one another, appreciate what you have, and be gracious. And I think it's critical that you prioritize that and make time for one another and make time for a mental recharge. So we've come here to the Nizuc. We've been to other places such as the Rosewood Mayakoba, and my wife's been to the Banyan Tree Mayakoba, and they're all fantastic. It's a really easy flight, so it's a really perfect way to get away for a couple of days from New York City. And so we've been here, we're just recharging. I must congratulate the Nizuc. They've done a fabulous job. Super mellow, relaxed, chill, zen. We'll share with you some photos, but it's a great place to just come and relax and unwind and really just reconnect with one another and speak and hang out and see what's going on. So I think that that's important. And relationships, I've been with my wife now since 1991. We've been married 21 years. And part of the reason I think that we're still together and so on is because we try and we make an effort, and relationships can be challenging. So you really need to take that time to find time for one another and reconnect. So that's one of the reasons that we're here. And now I want to talk to you a little bit about my impressions of the Nizuc as it relates to the hospitality industry. They do something that I've been very impressed with beyond all of the architecture and the natural beauty. All of their staff here says in Spanish, "Es un placer de servirte," which translated means it's a pleasure to serve you. And that's something that's really a very warm sentiment, and it's sincere, it's authentic, and that's very rare in today's world. Everything that we do right now is so transactional, whether it's text or Uber or push a button, app, Snapchat, 10 seconds, everything is so quick and so on. And even the service industry, I think, has suffered as a result of it. It's all about the transaction, it's about speed, it's about functionality, efficiency. And it's very rare that you get personalized service that takes the time to acknowledge that it's personalized service and it's our pleasure to service you. And it's something that I've actually written in a lot of my communications and emails over the years to clients and friends and so on. And that is, the pleasure is mine. They'll send me a thank you note or whatever, and I'll write back, listen, the pleasure is mine. Or here at Brilliant, I'll say the pleasure is ours. And it's something I've been doing for years. I don't know whether the clients recognize it or acknowledge it, or it's just in passing like anything else that I might have said, like you're welcome. But I think there's a world of difference between you're welcome and the pleasure is mine, the pleasure is ours. If you stop and think about just the words and the sentiment and the warmth behind it, to me it's a big difference. But it doesn't really matter whether the clients appreciate it, because I don't really do it for the clients, I do it for me, right? It is my pleasure to serve that particular person at that particular time, or that particular event at that particular time. So I write the way I feel, and I've been saying for years that the pleasure is all mine. So it's really nice here at the Nizuc that all of the staff have been trained, and they say it very warmly and sincerely, and it makes a big difference. I mean, we could go anywhere, right? We can go anywhere to recharge and disconnect and so on. And while the service here is, I think, excellent and there's room for improvement, but I would say that about everywhere, at least it's warm and it's sincere and it's, it's genuine, and that's great. So that's fantastic. And I think that, one thing that I want to express is gratitude. I don't think that we spend enough time as humans, and I certainly don't, being really appreciative of everything that we have, whether it's the opportunity, the education, the friends, the family, health. And so coming down to Nizuk to recharge and focus and rebuild and so on gives me the opportunity to think about my life and priorities and what's going on and what's going well and where we can improve. And I'm extremely grateful and I'm extremely fortunate, and I need to express that to the audience and to my friends and my family and my colleagues and my loved ones and so on. And so I think it's important that we acknowledge, even though things are a work in progress and everything could always be better and we could have more and we could be faster and so on and so forth, I'm extremely fortunate and I'm extremely grateful for that good fortune. And I think gratitude and appreciation is something that I'm going to work on expressing more. And I would encourage everybody to. I think everybody loves to be appreciated. And so, it's all about expressing yourself and opening yourself up to transparency and being vulnerable. And I'm extremely gracious. I'm very fortunate. And with that, I'm going to show you a little bit about the area that we're here. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Simply Brilliant. I do want to ask you to subscribe over here. Please follow me on Snapchat and send me any questions you may have or any ideas you may have, or tweet if that's your thing. But I think Snapchat is fantastic, so I think that's where we'd encourage you to do that. And with that, I'm going to just take out this and snap in real time, sort of a preview, the behind the scenes. Here's a behind the scenes of the upcoming Simply Brilliant episode that's being filmed live in Cancun at the Nizuk Spa and Resort. There you go.